In November 1898, when this building with the golden dome was completed, its appearance immediately drew attention. With its shocking and exotic form, the dome was mocked as a golden cabbage or a centerpiece on a dining table. This is the Secession Building, located in Vienna, Austria. It is considered the first modern art gallery designed as a temple of art, developed by and for the Secessionist artist group. Founded in 1897 in opposition to conservative Austrian institutions. The first president of the group was Gustav Klimt, whose famous Beethoven Frieze is permanently exhibited in the basement of this building and remain one of its key attractions. The architect who brought this aesthetical scandal to Vienna was Joseph Maria Ulrich, who had worked as a designer in the studio of Otto Wagner, one of the leading figures of Austrian Art Nouveau. In March 1898, the first proposal was submitted and rejected by the city council. The initially proposed site was located near Vienna's Grand Circular Boulevard, surrounded by monumental classical architecture. The initial proposal shows many similar aspects compared to Otto Wagner's Karlsplatz Pavilion, which Ulrich also worked on. Ulbrich's design was considered too radical and irrelevant for this context, and even the neighboring Ministry of War formally requested compensation, arguing that the proposal would devalue the surrounding property. Later in the same year, on November 1898, a revised proposal was submitted for a new site facing Karlsplatz, located a few blocks away from the original site. In this second scheme, many decorative references associated with Wagner were reduced, and the building began to search for architectural clarity as modernism emerged. Natural inspirations such as floral ornament and sinuous curves were combined with rational geometric lines in an effort to establish a modern aesthetic and reject classical motifs. Ulrich also introduced details derived from textile crafts, such as drapery, pleats, buckles, and rods, bringing an atmosphere of theatricality to the building. This approach was evident in the early exhibition designs, as the interior was almost entirely covered in fabric. One particularly fascinating detail is the snake motif.